What is up? Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the counselor's office. Oh, I don't know what was going on there. Your captain is speaking. That's right. I haven't wore this in I don't know. I did it for a really honest review, and I figured why not? It's in my closet with a bunch of other props and cosplay stuff. Might as well put it on for the stream. How y'all doing? Welcome. We are kicking off again in the green screen room. I hope you guys are having yourselves a good night. Lots been going on. Busy at work. Yesterday, I would have probably, streamed, played some Minecraft. Honestly, it would have been a really chill stream, but I was tired. I'm almost a little tired now, but I want to try to build the habit of you trying to, casually stream and chit-chat, and it's kind of nice to get other people's opinions on stream when doing videos. It's just a little fun thing to do. I figured we'd do it. We'd power through. A little sleepy, a little tired, but we're gonna do it. Now, how long I stream, that's a different question. I don't know, but we are going to be live streaming. And like I said, I've been trying to incorporate the green screen more often, especially for the live stream. I still haven't done anything. I was thinking about doing having pre-recorded skits and stuff like that. But that's something for later. Right now, I'm just kind of getting used to using it. I think getting used to actually streaming consistently is another thing to do. I realize now that I probably should have chat pulled up, right? Because I see the monitor, I see myself on the main, the stream, not the stream PC, but the green screen PC. It would be nice to be able to see what the heck you're saying. I can't. I'm assuming there's one or two people that are lurking, one or two people talking while everyone else lurks. And that's fine. Sometimes people just want to chill on their phone and they want to lurk. I appreciate you, lurkers. I'm a lurker too. Let's lurk together all night long. Anyways, we're going to jump in. We don't have a lot of time, so I'm not going to dick around too much. We're going to jump in, but I did want to play with the green screen a little bit. I mean, I took all this damn time setting it up, getting the equipment. Thanks to YouTube, you guys supporting the channel. Yeah, you help pay for this, so we might as well use it and not waste money. Yeah, let's do it. Let's have ourselves a good stream, shall we? Yay! Awesome. Oh, there we are. I had it mute for this soundtrack in the background, which I'm just going to tell you all right now. I don't know what it is. This new setup has kind of made the sound weird, the music weird. What's up? Marathon failed, Sony's delusion, and Xbox entitled. What's up, Travis? What's up, Outsider? So just the soundtrack, something about the music, and I don't know what it is. When the new PC, it went, I don't know if it's a setting. Anytime I talk, the music dies down, or it gets blended in. So we may have to start doing reacts without music, which it's whatever, right? Because I have been actually editing the videos have actually been edited. I want you. So you've noticed that some of them have nice intros and whatnot, right? It's because I've actually edited and I've cut the last video was 48 minutes. I cut 5-6 minutes of just dead space or rambling. I cut 30-minute video down to 25 minute. I'm doing editing and adding some stuff to it. So, but one thing I noticed while editing was the music would just cut off or it'd be too low, and it's just too much of a hassle for me to actually care. Now, I could do some circle jerking to make it work. I'm not going to do that. That's too much work for me. All right. Damn. 39 people on on Twitter. But hey, while we're talking about that, let's just go ahead and jump into the video, shall we? I'm gonna start recording for whoa, god dang it. Alright, so stupid enough, the mouse, I've been sharing the stupid battery with the other mouse and I'm just too lazy to go get some more. I know I need to get some more. Give me 2 seconds. I'll go get it. Give me a minute. I'll be back in a minute. All right, we're back. Anyways, let's just start recording. And then, like I said, I would like to turn off the music. That way it's just easier to edit. It's going to have some dead air, but that's okay. You can turn in your own music in the background and make it a little fun along thing. Let's start recording. All right. So this video is going to be interesting because, well, hold on. That's not the interesting part. Good thing I can edit this in post. I can edit this in post. Okay. So I released this video and I want to tell you it is hilarious. I without giving too much, because I don't want to give up the jig. I get DM'd multiple like people DMing me like screenshots of some of these Merabots in their Discord freaking out. Now I'm not going to show them because I don't want them to be alert that I have lurkers. But it is crazy to me the amount of people that like freaked the fuck out about this video in their Discord. And I don't know how much clearer I had to be that I was LARPing as a grifter. And they actually, like, how can you not look at the thumbnail and see that it is clearly, like, intentionally rage bait? And the title is clearly, the dead giveaway is Bungie to shut down after season 3, analyst says. Who the fuck is the analyst? And also this is also just not at all the ranking for Marathon. Like, this also was a dead giveaway. Also, the fact that it's 25K reviews, it is 61 on Steam DB. There was a lot of dead giveaways. Outside of the fact that in the video, it starts off with me saying, I am LARPing as a grifter. How odd, like, these people are so goddamn retarded. People literally thought I was really they really thought I was some people didn't even watch the video. They said, fuck that. I just seen it. That was all I needed to see. The thumbnail was all I needed to see. They really thought I was doing like a Smash JTV or whatever whoever they call grifters, which, by the way, just so we're clear, this was a double-bladed video. Because it was making fun of Merabots and what they think is grifting, but it also kind of also made fun of people who are typically accused of being grifters. It made fun of a bunch of people. I don't know how more obvious I could be. I've come to the realization that most people in this community are fucking retarded. Now, talking about the main topic, the Fail Mary, Marathon's Fail Mary. That's what we're calling it. Season 3. The leaks apparently are coming out. The leaks are coming out. So you got to remember, most of these people can barely read above a 4th grade level. Well, they also can't spell above a 1st grade. Remember, it's read, not ready. By the way, I think I've seen more people wish that I would like say some heinous, vile shit in some of these Discords. I am so grateful I own a shotgun and I know how to use it. That's all I gotta say. If you like, you think I should probably report some of this shit? Maybe I will. I don't know. I don't want, like, I would have to go into the Discord, report it, but I don't even want to mess with it. But some of these people, when I talk about how unhinged these people are, my God, this community, jeez, you would thought I punched a baby in the face. Anyways, season 3 leaks are out, and I have some thoughts. First off, before we go through the leaks, I just want to say I think it's too late for a multitude of reasons. And some of these are, Second Amendment, baby, gotta love it. Hell yeah. Where I come from, I am 911. Enough said. Hell yeah, brother. America. By the way, over the top grift, like LARPing as a grifter being just absurd. How do people not pick up on that? Anyway, sorry. We're so focused on that. There's a good actual logical reason to why I feel like it's too late. One, they waited to season fucking 3. 2, they're going to release season 3. And even let's play devil's advocate that they managed to pull some guppies into their pond. They're going to lose those guppies the moment Grand Theft Auto comes out. In fact, all games are going to hurt. But Marathon's going to hurt the most. Like, fuck retention. You're not retaining shit for the next couple of months when GTA comes out. Even though people want it to fail, and I say, fuck, corpo greed, I'm all for that. Fuck them. They're greedy. The leaks, hell yeah. Unless they just bastardize this game, which from what I've seen, like, I don't know, like it looks good, but I'm not the audience that it's catered to specifically as I played Grand Theft Auto 5 and I never beat the story. So, but considering Rockstar has not really released a game that has been, to my knowledge, that was a turd, like Red Dead Redemption, classic, GTA 5, beloved by many people. So they have to really fuck that up. So I feel like GTA, even though it has all this pushback, it will do well. And I do think that's going to absorb all the oxygen in the gaming world. But even after that, let's play devil's advocate and say Marathon is hanging on for dear fucking life. Season 3 has just got people by the balls. It survived the GTA apocalypse. Embark is going to release their update, and they're going to suck all those players right back. All the people that, surprise, there was a whole drama fest going on earlier where people were making fun of the fact that Arc Raider players were playtesting some of the Marathon Season 3 stuff, in which I'm going to say, duh, that makes the most sense. Hello, what's up, Hades? I'm not going to make fun, because if you want that piece of the pie, the people you should target is that. Now, I don't think they're going to get that much of a pie, but getting some guppies out of a pond is better than getting nothing out of the pond. So from a strategic business point, like that's smart. Like, it's funny. It's ironic. Especially when you think about it, all these Marabots were like, if you want a casual game, if you don't want to play hardcore and you got skill issue, go play Arc Raiders. Well, guess what? Arc Raiders are playing your game to see if it's good enough for people like them. So your game is getting the Uno reverse card. So it's just ironic in that sense that they're transforming the game to be more catered to Arc Raiders. When I've always said this, and you can look at many videos, I feel bad for the average Joe that enjoys this. Not the Marabots, not the loony bins, not the people in their Discords, circle jerking each other like psychos. I mean, the average Joe that just gets off work, doesn't interact with online, plays the game. They're going to get on one day, and their game that they enjoy or have come to know is going to be fucking changed. Everything, the things that they enjoy is just would have gone, because that's what happened, by the way, as someone who went through Destiny 2. That's exactly what Bungie did to Destiny 2. They transformed it to try to cast a net and catch new fishes in an old pond. Well, this is a new pond, and they're caching, nets and ponds that don't have fishes. At this moment, at least. They're trying to cast nets in the Arc Raiders pond. Another reason why I think it's too late, that is something that is needing to be discussed, and it's fair analysis. I see nothing really for PvP. That's a good point that I do want to mention, Arthur. That is a massive pain point that I think we needed before we even jump into these leaks. Something else that needs to be noted that I don't know if a lot of people are considering, the outside of Tarkov, which is kind of steady, has a dedicated, like Destiny. You could say Destiny had its dedicated community for quite some time. It did go dip up and down, and when it was really bad, it went down. Edge of Fate literally took it out. But Tarkov has kind of got its motion in the ocean right now. It's been going since 2016. It's cemented itself as the premium hardcore attraction. It's got PvE, it's got PvP, it's got an arena. It's got everything, and it probably will continue to be successful for what it is. They gave up on PvP, it seems. Guys, you're getting ahead of what I want to talk about. But Tarkov seems like it's going to keep it like essentially like Warframe. It's going to have its very dedicated community. But outside of that, the whole rambling for that is that extraction shooters are losing its popularity. The trend is dying down. Now, there's other versions of extraction games, not necessarily shooters. I've seen some different games coming out trying to take a spin on the extraction game genre. But when it comes to FPS extraction shooters, I think people are getting tired. And we're seeing that also with Arc Raiders, with the decline. Arc Raiders, very casual friendly, very popular. Hardcore loved it as well. Obviously, it has cheating problems, but let's be honest, Marathon has had cheating problems. I see every game in the modern age has cheating problems, and I don't think that's going to change. It just determines, what determines whether you continue to play a game is how well they combat the cheaters. And it seems like everyone's struggling to a certain extent. But when we're talking about Marathon compared to Arc Raiders has not pumped out, they've had some seasons. They haven't pumped out like the amount of activities that Marathon has done. Marathon has just thrown out experiment after experiment after experiment to see what sticks. Embark is just saying, you know what, screw that. We're just going to sit back and we're going to cook. Let them cook. And they would have to generationally fumble when they release their update. Like with the time that they have, they got a golden goose, and it would be like so newsworthy to cover. Is like people are going to do a case study is how Arc Raiders fumbled the bag, even though they got a massive bag beforehand. But they could continue the bag if they drop the ball with their next update next year. It'll be like generational news. But outside of that, you're still seeing the number decline with Arc Raiders, and just extraction shooters in general are just going down. And that's what I mean, where the trend is coming downward. People are just not excited for extraction shooters. I think a lot of what DMZ have some interesting elements, but I can't justify buying it just for that. And that's another, and we'll talk about Marathon. I don't think that the PvE update is going to be justifiable to buy this game. It's just not. But like I said, it being too late is a massive aspect. There's multiple elements. The trend is dying. GTA is around the corner. That's going to suck the oxygen of everything. I would have said Call of Duty, but let's be honest. Call of Duty just not looking good. So that's the one saving grace for Marathon is Call of Duty. Is Call of Duty. Call of Booty. Like it's ugh. But I do think GTA will absorb a lot of excitement, a lot of focus. And there's other games that are releasing before that as well that are going to take some of that. And who knows, there could be indie games that come out. We might have another, friend slop game that just absorbs everyone's attention. And people are like, well, those aren't direct competitors like Arc Raiders is to Marathon. But that doesn't really matter in the sense, because every video game that is either a live service or going to pull attention away, that is a customer, a consumer, someone that's going to, be retained possibly in your game. That's being removed. That's competition. Whether it's the same game or the same kind of game or same genre, it doesn't matter. A game is a game, and it's competing against other games. And if Marathon can't compete against other games, it's going to die. And playing devil's advocate, it could be really fucking good. It won't matter because GTA is going to take a shit on everything. Let's just be honest. In GTA, they should have, if they were going to do this massive PvE update, either they should have delayed it to next year, or they should have released it in season 2 where they had all that headway. It was poor planning, and it's no surprise because it's Bungie. If anyone has poor planning, it's always Bungie. Well, aside from Tarkov and Ark, what other attraction has gained a lot of traction? Because I honestly can't think of. Maybe Delta Force. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, but that's a hard maybe. Yeah. Well, Delta Force was also having more players than Marathon as well. I'm curious. There's also, like I said, there's other attraction variants, but overall, like hype for extraction shooters in general, just going down. And we saw this with Battle Royales, and we're seeing it with Battle Royales. Fortnite, the excitement and the hype for that is dying down. One of the most popular games of all time is that defined Battle Royales is now seeing a decline in popularity and just in general, like people are getting tired. Hello? And it's more casual friendly than attraction shooters. So that is a piece of the pie, the data pie that you have to consider. So time is absolutely a big piece of it. But like I said, outside of GTA, Embark is just going to release an update, and based on their game, it's going to be high quality. Now, if it isn't, like I said, that was going to be a generational fumble, and that's going to happen in all the news. People are going to do a case study of how you get hand delivered a golden goose, have massive launch success, and then people give you the grace of making an update, and then you deliver an update that is stinky. Arc Raiders, Embark will reputationally, that would destroy them, in my opinion. Delta Force is free to play too. That is also true. Now, something else that you brought up, the PvP aspect. How substantial is PvE compared to PvP? And also, is the system forcing you to go from PvE into PvP? If that's the case, and PvP itself has not dramatically changed, the casuals will not give a fuck. I'm going to be honest. You can have a sliver of PvE, and it will not matter. True, and they have the Battlefield-like mode, which is actually pretty decent, just riddled with cheaters, like every other game. So let's dive in. I'm interested in seeing the leaks. I have not read the leaks. Well, I've read some, not all of it. Marathon Season 3 leaked reveal a huge 4-run PvE mode, new bosses, massive perimeter expansion, weapons, flash boosts, major progression changes, and more. I just want to say, it's nice that they're expanding upon their map, because one of the biggest issues I think many people had is that the maps are too damn small, and it feels more like an arena shooter than or a small battle royale than it does a attraction shooter. But can we all agree it is not acceptable to have a game that you're expanding on a map and your other new map was a night mode version of a map? That's pathetic. Like from a $1 billion company, that's fucking pathetic. Release more fucking maps. Which is funny because that was the same problem with Destiny 2 PvP, is that Bungie refused to release new maps. They just refused. This is a PvP game. And you could add PvE to it. That's great. That's groovy. But if you do not take care of the heart of what your game is, you're going to lose all those high retention numbers. So again, the average Joes, I feel bad for them because they're going through the same shit that us who played Destiny 2 went through. It's like clockwork. You think Bungie would learn? They don't. Go figure. Go fish. All right, so same thing. I just pulled them up so we can look at the comments and see how those are going. But here we have the article. Overall, I'm just going to look at the leak. And I find it really interesting that it's on Marathon Hates. So even like a lot of people were like, I'm seeing a lot of people like glazing and hyping, and I do not trust Marabots to be honest about something. I will wait and see other normal human beings talk about these leaks to know whether it's actually substantial or not. The sweeties are screaming that they wish the game was back to season 1 and yelling at each other on Reddit. No surprise. Like I said, I feel bad for the average Joe who actually enjoys what the game was and they're getting fucked. I have empathy for those people. We've been there. The Destiny community, we're hanging right next to them. It's the literal meme. Is this your first time? It's like, is it your first time? Sure, it isn't ours. Oh no. It's one of those things you're like, oh no. Enrage, what is that gun? Like, what am I actual? Oh, the gun? It looks like a rejected version of Mida. Anyways, I just do want to say I find it interesting that it is it's on r/Marathon Hate. But here we go. Lego gun. It does. It still looks like a fucking Lego Roblox gun. So let's just look at it. So here are preview leaks, maps and bosses, map-wide cooperative PE with events scattered throughout the map. Okay, so you're telling me we have Temu Destiny. We have Temu public events like Destiny. That's how we all feel about that. We have Temu Destiny. Destiny died so that we could have Temu public events. Let's see. The new perimeter has a large underground expansion, roughly comparable in scale to the above ground area. So you made the Leviathan version of perimeter. Okay. It's a bigger map. But again, it's unexcusable. $1 billion company, and the most you can do is add to a map instead of making a big actual new map. Like season 3, hello, let's make some new maps. You only add like a handful, and you had most of them since 2016 or whatever. It feels like. Come on, time to go. Let's see. 4 bosses. The compiler can be encountered naturally while exploring perimeter. Okay, so cryo archive no longer necessary. Got it. Modified locust, a community nickname. It looks like a gigantic locust shell. I don't remember what the locusts are. Its signature mechanic is reportedly similar to a trap. No fucking way. Did they steal? Steal? You know what? I get it. Sometimes you've got to copy the homework of a game that people actually like. I get it. Wall of text. Does anybody actually care? That's the question. Does anyone care? Game's dead. I don't know, Sir Toast. That is the question. We will find out. We will find out. So force shields, missile attacks, relatively fast movement. It counts as an anomaly and is very easy to trigger. In previous testing, simply stepping into the area could cause it to appear. The Tick Queen, the fixed boss of the 4th run in the new perimeter. Mystery Boss has its own dedicated page, but almost nobody has encountered it yet. Trigger conditions are unknown. Why does this all sound like these are Lost Sector bosses or Strike bosses? Let's be honest. The compiler felt more like a Lost Sector boss. Like it wasn't like absurd. Locusts are those big ass Covenant tanks, right? Wait, what? No fucking way. Is that what they're referring to? Marathon Locust. I'm just gonna Google it. See. No, there's actually something in the game called Locust. Is it? Is it? Oh well, we'll find out. It will be all over the place. Every map except Cryo Archive has PvE content. Woo! All right, we got there. What should have been at launch and would have made maybe the game feel complete, instead of feeling like you're paying $40 for an early access beta test. Here we got there. It only took us, all the way to September or whatever. We're almost there. PvE and runs. There are 4 runs total. For the first 3 runs, you can freely choose the map and extract after completing the objective. The 4th run always takes place in New Perimeter and ends with the Tick Queen. I find this interesting because this is what Tarkov already has. You can literally go from map to map to map to map. But hey, again, if you run out of ideas or you don't know what the fuck you're doing, it's better to take someone else, check someone else's homework. I get it. You got to do what you got to do. you got to do what you got to do, even if it's taking your neighbor's homework. They will shut this game down after the failure of season 3. The Concordian prophecy must be fulfilled. Okay. Easy there. Lego gun, not your favorite. A random amalgamation of polygons. Hades, we've been there, done that. Getting screwed from Bungie is Marathon's turn. Yep. Oh, I missed some of this stuff. Locusts are those big ass covenants. Well, let's be honest. Most Destiny bosses were just a big version of random mob. That is true. And that was one of that, especially when they started the Edge of Fate series, one of my biggest bitches. And it was a very fair complaint. And it's like, okay, Light Darkness Saga over. Fate Saga. Let's get some new enemies. And all we had was the same shit, but bigger. So yeah, so it wasn't acceptable in Destiny, and shouldn't be acceptable in Marathon. But it is what it is. Let's see. So it feels like they're copying Tarkov in this regard. You know what? Take what you got, do what you got to do. During the first 3, they were copying Apex Legends, so you might as well copy. You might as well copy everyone else. You remember the Jason Jones quote about Bungie being different, that they make original content? It's that, summarizing what he said, but that's essentially what he said. We're not that kind of company. Well, he's gone, and so is half of the original Bungie. They are now the copycat studio. That's all. They're trend chasing copycats. That's all they can do. Unfortunately, unlike Power World, that kind of copycat Nintendo, Marathon hasn't done anything, exceptionally well. Let's see. Cradle. During the first 3 runs, some materials go directly into your stash. The rest can either be sold for money or convert into Cradle XP. The Cradle is like where you do all the upgrades and stuff like that. Gear obtained during the 4th run can be extracted. Neat. Listen, I might sound sarcastic, but after releasing an event where you get a gun that you can't even fucking keep after doing the gauntlet, one of the most retarded things I have ever seen in a video game. Like, hey guys, here's this limited time event, and there's a big gun, and you get 6 bullets, and you go pew pew on maybe like 1 dude because half the lobby's already dead that you slayed out in order to get the stupid thing. Now they have updated making keys and all that shit easier, but it's still fucking funny that someone didn't rub their 2 brain cells to be like, gee willikers, we're making do all this work and we're making it fucking pointless. Yay! You can hire me. I don't give a shit about this game, and I could still probably come up with better ideas than half the developers of Marathon. I'm gonna tell you right now. This game really started dropping the fuck off when Joe Ziegler. You say what you want about the rest of Bungie. Joe Ziegler was the heart of this game. That guy. You can shit on all kinds of things on the Marathon, Bungie, but that man was truly what was holding this game together. He was the heart and soul. He was the one that was literally keeping it together like duct tape. And this game really started going to hell the moment he left. All the bugs and everything, the server shitting out. As soon as he left. Woo! Coincidence? I think not. Bungie hasn't had a single season start without major bugs. It took 5 years to get the 4 areas, and now somehow they're going to do a different style and more area in 3 months. I have doubts. Yeah, and yeah. All 4 runs receive a score. You mean like a Nightfall score? And your combined score determines the final reward tier. Wow. Man, that sounds like something that was similar to like the Portal. Wow, it's the Portal. They brought the Portal score to Marathon. There's no fucking way Bungie's like, you know what? What's going to really save our game is bring some of the shittiest decisions from Destiny into Marathon. Let's do it. Let's do it. Oh my God. Let's see. Synchronize between teammates. For example, if your teammates is on run 3 and you are run 2, completing run 3 with them will automatically advance your sequence to run 3. Oh, I'm sure that won't be abused. Flash boost. That's kind of funny, guys. Marathon can do Twitch carries now. Guys, I'm on the final run and I will pull you forward. Just join on me. Subscribe to my Twitch channel and I will choose a random subscriber and as appreciation, I will take you through and to get you your runs on PvE emote. Ha! Flash boost. Each player can equip up to 6 and they can be re-rolled. Rarities: white, blue, purple, gold, and red. Hot patch. Shield batteries restore ability energy. Healing items restore ultimate energy. Values: 3%, 6%, 9%, and 12%. Big iron. Why does these sound like skulls? It sounds like it sounds like skulls, like Halo skulls. Big iron. When enemies are nearby, pistols gain additional range zoom. 15, 25, 35, and 45. Electron release. EMP kills trigger chain electrical arcs. Is this Risk Runner? There's no way it turns your gun into Risk Runner. Or no, Volt Shot. Oh my God, it's Volt Shot. They added Volt Shot. target 2, 3, 4, 5 range. Targets up to 5, and the range is 10 meters at max. Different shells have exclusive flash boosts. For example, a 1 boost for Vandal reportedly improves the range and damage of fully charged hand cannon shots. Okay, the Queen boss fight. Pure cooperative PvE. No PvP, no traitor imposter mechanic. The structure is described as similar to the finale of COD 20. COD 22. What was I played that campaign. Call of Duty 22 finale. What the fuck was the finale? Why do I not remember what the finale was? COD 2022. Okay, we're moving on. I can't find it. The boss spits hardening slime. Jizz. Ticks continuously spawn throughout the area. Fuck the ticks. No, I fucking hate those assholes, including black-shelled ticks. After killing enemies, there's a chance they drop fuel. Collect fuel, power the machine, open the safe room, enter before the time runs out, complete the burning phase, continue damaging the boss. Why does it sound like a Call of Duty zombie fight? It sounds like a Call of Duty zombie fight. Other changes, PvE sponsor kit can be upgraded. The faction interface itself can also be upgraded, with blue currently being the maximum rarity. Ooh, so you can only get blue? Sponsor kits from different factions can be carried. Ooh, major changes are being made to vendor progression and purchasable items. New weapon, V17, reportedly capable of shooting flames. You got a flamethrower. A new throwing knife, throwable, has been added. So they added the throwing knife or the tomahawk from Call of Duty into this thing. I actually have fond memories playing the beta, the Silver Slam, and I said fuck everything else, and I just team wiped with the fucking knife. I know they nerfed it, but that was the funniest shit. It's like I was no shield and I'm just knifing guys full shield. I was like, fuck you. That was funny. But I don't know if that was funny and like this is a good thing. It was just because it was such a bullshit thing that I did. I 1v3'd with a fucking knife. It's like, that's so stupid. But it was funny. A new revolver is in development, but not finished yet. What the fuck? You can't make a brand new map and you can't even make a new gun. Bro, we had Destiny 2 where we had seasons and you would release stacks and stacks of guns, but you have a brand new season, you can't release one fucking gun in time? A ranked mode is being updated along with what appears to be an Arachne style weapon skin. The Triage shell is getting a new skin resembling the Train Monster skin series with unique voice lines. Ooh, because those are always hot. Season 3 PvE core loop. Choose a map. Complete objectives. Reroll upgrade, accumulate resources and score, enter new perimeter for run 4, fight the Tick Queen, receive awards based on your total score across all 4 runs, and then do it all over again. Do it all over again. Do you do it all over again? I mean, this all sounds great and groovy, but what about the PvP? What about a beta? Are they only beta like testing the PvE stuff and they're not actually like testing out like the new player experience? Because that was a big, like, onboarding is a big issue. Though I don't know, like, what I'm gonna be brutally honest, and I'm brutally honest. I play Arc Raiders, and their new player system, the reason I say Arc Raiders was easier to learn is because the loot was pretty, like, it all had values, and you kind of just generally knew what it did and explained what it did and whether it was worth picking up. But outside of the introductory mission, it felt about the same as Marathon. I mean, like it told you how to heal, I guess. Like, and then you get down. I don't know. Like, I'm not trying to be an Arc Raiders hater, but I'm also, I'm an honest guy. For someone who's really just played Tarkov, and by the way, I think Tarkov had the best. How it is now is like the best introductory because it's pretty cool. I would say I like Tarkov's introductory much better than both of them. Let's see what we got chat wise. Oh, the tank mission. Is that what it is? There's a tank mission. Tank mission. That sounds like the spider fight from Zetsuba no Shima no Joke. All right. Or did they mean the final Spec Ops mission? I don't know. Those layoffs hit them hard. Bungie, we're good at our jobs. Oh my God. I need to put that as a soundboard. That was the wrong one, by the way. I meant to hit this one.
What am I supposed to do?
Sorry, I should have had that should have been on my soundboard day one. So apparently, Paul Tassi has to say seems legit to some leaky playtest, but just keep in mind that building what is essentially an entire new chunk of the game may take a bit of time. I'm curious if he has any inside information. I'm very curious. I'd be curious to know how long this has been cooking. Like, what is an immediate shift after releasing because player counts were bad? Were they drafted beforehand but put on ice to maintain the PvE nature? If only we knew someone with contacts. Wink, wink. And Paul Tassi's like,
what am I supposed to do for you?
Yeah, what am I supposed to do for you? It was not immediate, and it was not planned for this early in the life cycle, and I'm not convinced it was planned at all, as they previously dismissed all PvE out of hand before launch. I mean, this is ripcord stuff. Not to say it won't be good, but yeah. Bungie, what time? No time left, bro. Bungie sent out applications on Playtest Cloud to have PvE inexperienced playtesters test the changes in Marathon. Okay. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, that is honestly, I would not have a single damn Marathon player test your game. I would have people who have never played an extraction shooter play your game and just see what they think. I think it is just an awful, awful decision to hire yes men. And also, you could hire people that are not, I wouldn't say haters, but they don't like the game. You could do that. But I feel like you get someone who's just, they've never played an extraction shooter. Get a complete blank slate, see what they think. Oh, I saw this. Marathon, they got a new skin. I'm glad this expansive PvE mode is drawing more resources away from PvP development. No irony. It's what I like to see. Me and the rest of the casuals are winning, and we will continue to win. Ziegler was the ball and chain on this game, clearly. It's good to see that the Marathon community is still ripping itself apart. God, listen, I said Ziegler was one of the saving graces of this game. Don't look at me. I said it, not he said that. Just so we're clear, I gave a benefit of the doubt. Just so we're clear, I gave a fair fucking shake. But what the is this? That's another thing. They sell a $20 dildo. The skin is, oh good, look at that. Each all one color in pink. They barely put out any fucking NTX on this shit. Like barely. They like drip feed this. How are they supposed to make fucking money? Because the PvE update is free. So are they really like Hail Marrying that people are going to spend $40 just to play the one side of the game and never touch the other side? Because let's be honest, if people didn't like the PvP aspect, it's not like they're going to like, oh, gee willikers, there's PvE now. I think I love PvP. That's not going to change. Like, you have to fundamentally change the entire game. And that's another factor that you have to consider with this. This game will not be saved if they do not change the base problem. You can add a second building to the collapsing part of the building, but it's still collapsing. Marathon is now a little more than $20 on Newegg and Humble Bundle. Fnatic has it for 23, loaded it, not expecting. Yeah, but that's the thing. How long is that going to last? It's not going to stay that price forever. Now, people have said it needs to be free to play. I think free to play would be actually a reverse. I don't think free to play, when we know this because when the game was free to play, no one played it. And that's another factor. They need to have a free weekend or free week, whatever, for this and let people taste it. I think free weekend to be, from a business side of things, do a weekend free. People taste it. If they like it, they buy it. And I do think, like I said, you're going to cast a net into the pond. You're going to get some guppies. I do think there were people who said if they introduced PvE, they said it even in my comment section, that they would give it a shot. They would buy it if there was a PvE. Now, how substantial this is, Season 4 free to play. Free to play couldn't even save High Guard. Just putting it out there. So let's see what people have to say. I'm sure this will go well. Low-key expected PvE mode to be underwhelming, but if this is true, it's fucking absurd. How the hell did they make this so fast? Bungie always cooks best when their backs are against the wall. Yeah, but not in 3 months. They delayed the final shape for a reason. And if you thought the final shape was great, they delayed that. And I'm pretty sure it was more than 3 months. Just saying. Also, they had a bigger team than I think Marathon has because they pulled people from Marathon to work on the final shape. And Marathon has Marathon team. Throwing knives, revolver, bosses. Hell yeah. Let's go. More like an arena shooter. Let's get that Magnum throwing knife like Call of Duty. Fuck yeah. It's turning into something that like I guess Destiny 3 would have been better. That said, the Marathon has dipped below 3,000 concurrent Steam players recently, which feels like it's seriously in dangerous territory. If they don't throw everything at it without a care for appearances, the studio itself may not hold out. As an Xbox user too, I don't want to see a prestigious name like Bungie shut down. I hate to tell you, but as someone who was a Bungie fan, the Bungie that you know from Xbox, gone. Just putting it out there, they're gone. It's turning to something like, oh, we already read that. We already read that. Oh, hell yeah. I had actually predicted we would get a Tick Queen boss in the future of all the tick nests growing. I hate those little bastards. PV, don't piss me off. Give me Destiny 3, please. Ooh. Oh, okay, I'm listening. Bungie, I can't speak Espanol, sorry. Oh, Joe! This is not better. Maybe Bungie should learn that they can't do PvP and go back to their PvE roots instead of shitting the bed over and over. Listen, I think it's so funny that we're seeing history repeat itself, where Bungie removes the focus on PvP to focus on PvE, and they're doing drastic changes, hoping to catch fish in a pond that currently doesn't exist. They might get some guppies in a while. They might get some guppies, which again is better than nothing. But retention, and not just retention, like retaining money. How are they retaining money? Because you could get a shit ton of new players for, they buy the Humble Bundle $20 and you got 100 new people. They bought it for $20. Okay. Is that going to be enough to sustain your studio? No. It's not, especially if they don't buy your MTX and you're not selling map packs, which, by the way, if I was Bungie, I would sell map packs. Go back to the classics like you did with Halo. Do premium maps, sell map packs. People said the same thing about Destiny 2. They would buy map packs if it meant getting new maps. Nothing is more boring than playing the same 4 fucking maps that are small, by the way, over and over and over and over and over. And you're just like, okay, I'm done. This game just Sudoku itself. If it's confirmed, it will be an excellent last-ditch effort. Bungie knows it can't afford to make any more mistakes. The third season needs to be a fresh start, or it could spell the end of Marathon. Now there's no more room for slip-ups. How did they build this so fast is the number one comment I keep seeing from people. Because you've got to stop and think. Here's what's going to happen. It's going to be the generic maps with probably the public event areas with no PvP. And then you're going to have perimeter where it's, you know what? This feels like ass and iron. Destiny 2, ass and iron or ash and iron, where they introduce some changes. It's a bare fucking momentum. And they reuse assets, kind of like how they reuse the fucking tower as the intro mission. They reuse the assets, and then the perimeter map is going to have the most changes, and that's it. The whole game is going to be exactly the same. You're just going to fight random bosses that can spawn with the random public events that are in the game. It's not going to be as substantial as people think, because again, 3 months. It's not like they're going to pull a final shape. They're just not. It's not possible. One, they don't have the same size as what they used to make the final shape in the first place. And 2, I don't think they have the money to do it. They be calling an announcement from Bungie Leaks now. Would be nice to see a 3v3, 4v4 S&D game mode. Oh my God, we really are. You guys are trying to turn your game into Call of Duty. All 10 players are hyped. Leave it to the dumb fuck PV Arc Raider players. I'm going to be, forget the Marabots. It is going to be interesting to watch the Marathon community as a whole and see how they rip each other's throats out, because that's what it's already happening. You're seeing it in the Reddit. People think that it's going to be, it is the grifters and the people out there that are causing Marathon to die. No, it's your own community ripping each other apart. Like, you can't even agree with each other. You are literally going for each other's throat. That is like the biggest contention. That's the difference with Destiny. Destiny had some toxicity. It had some ball funders. It had the kumbaya, toxic positivity part of the group. But you know what? Even though everyone would go back and forth to rip each other's asses apart, they still came together and said, we love Destiny. We want it. We don't want it to die. And we all still fucking played it. We all had fucking Stockholm syndrome and played the fuck out of it. Even when we bitched with each other. Marathon, people just start bitching and tearing each other and say, well, this is the reason I stopped playing. It's because you're catering to casuals. Which, again, that's a fair criticism. I get you. But I'm just being facetious because, this community's pushing each other away. Whereas Destiny, it's kind of like America. We shit chalk each state, but the moment someone starts talking shit about our country, we band together and say, you know what? No one can shit talk them except for me. Fuck you. America, bitch. That's how it is. That's how Destiny players are. We'll shit talk each other. We'll attack each other. We'll be assholes to each other. But you talk shit about our game, we'll band together and shit talk you. Whereas Marathon community will just destroy each other. I don't know where that rant came from and why, but we just went with it. My expectation is to be, wow, this is so cool for a day or two. Then it's going to be back to regularly scheduled program. That's another thing. How substantial is it going to be? When I think about, is it going to be just the same old map? You're going to go through, play the map over and over and over and over again what is the end game loop besides the queen? Because I'll be honest, even like Art Raiders has their giant queens, their giant robots, which is badass. What they still have other, like they have plenty of things to do. What is the PvE aspects? Like what are we doing? Hear me out. Soft PvP mode. What is soft? Are you suggesting like Gambit? I just had an idea. What if you did make a Gambit where you had teams competing against each other to see who could kill their tick queen faster? This sounds amazing. It's not going to silence the Steam chart humpers. You can't be positive, like happy about your game without mentioning Steam charts. They can't. You go to bed thinking about Steam charts more than the Steam chart humpers. You can't even be excited for your own fucking game leaks without thinking about Steam chart haters. Brother. Oh, these people, you need a vacation. If Marathon introduces a big boss in PvE, it feels like end up just like Destiny. Yeah, good luck with that one. One step closer to the next Destiny. Just make it happen, Bungie. No new map is going to make me so incredibly sad, man. I said that. The game hopefully can capture more PvE players with new PvE mode, but fuck, I really need... Again, if half your game is now PvE players, that still doesn't fix the problem of PvP. 10 to 15K max, and that's being generous. I don't think so. I mean, even on the free, it was like 40K on PC, and even equating 70% is PC, and then the other 30% console, with it barely being a little bit more on PlayStation than Xbox. Like, I mean, I for PvE purely, and if they did a free weekend, maybe they'll see. Now, if you're talking about they don't do a free weekend, it's purchased. That's a hard one. But season 2 was not a good starting point to get an accurate, check, because of the fact that, it was a free week. Let's see. Anything else going on here? Let's see what. Fuck off. So they're not even adding the portal and treadmill shorts. I mean, they are technically adding portal scoring. Seeing people so they're just going to turn Marathon into Destiny and yeah. Okay. Lord Charizard. They have done more in the last 3 months than the past 6 years of development. But truly, Bungie's Hail Mary with Season 3. I would be very sussed. Again, the final shape was the Hail Mary finale for Destiny. I thought it was good. So there's people that didn't, but I think most people thought it was good. But they had a lot of people working on it. Just say, I've been rooting for Marathon since the beginning. I don't know if these leaks are true, but I'm excited. I'm old. PvE mode for weekend day relaxing sessions. You know what? Hats off to you for actually just talking about the game that you want to play with friends, and it has nothing to do about any other fucking person. I respect you. This person instantly gains my respect. Holy shit, they talked about a game they liked without having to note anything else. No other, part of the equation. It's just, I like the game and I'm hanging out with friends. Good job. Excited. No idea. If they add a full threaded PvE loot goes to PvP loop into Marathon, I'm very likely going to quit unless massive system changes compensate this. Just feels like complete bullshit that if you want to play the harder mode, you also get less loot. It's already happening, man. You're already seeing the community tear itself apart. And you know what? I get it. We just went through that shit too. I get it. I do. I truly do. Anyways, that's it. There's a lot. I think there boycott Disney because they turned the game into. What the fuck? That is a new one. They boycott Disney because they turned this game into Disney. Even I don't know what the fuck. Anyways, let me know in the comments down below what you think. Are you excited for PvE? Does anything in the PvE leak sound like, man, I'm going to spend the $40 whenever it comes out? Because again, it may not stay 20 for very long. We'll see how that goes. And normally it's 40, so we'll see. Let me know in the comments down below. Are you hyped? And what are you hyped about? As always, I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget the game out, and peace. Peace. Stop the recording. All right. I'm just going to go ahead and clear out these tabs. Tabaroonies, tablados. Go away. Go away, go away, go away. This is going to be, I'm probably going to have to render, like, because I want to edit the video before I go to bed. So it's probably going to be one that's going to render overnight and then upload it in the morning and then set the time so it releases on its own. So when I'm working, I don't have to give a crap about it. That sounds like a great time. Great time, big time. You should read the Marathon subreddit on this topic. I do it because of the humor. I was laughing for 30 minutes. Hype for end of service. God damn. Oh, shit. That's fucked. End of service. Oh, wee baba. You know what? That's a good segue to talk about the Destiny drama. There was actually a Destiny drama. I know. I'm actually kind of torn about this. The Destiny drama, the Marabots. I don't know if this was considered a Marabot, but we're definitely going to check it out because it was definitely something that was hot water. I've not seen the Destiny community rally to shit on this person. I might download again for the start of the season, but I actually want to enjoy my time gaming. And you know what? I'm going to tell people, just like I've said, and people they love to ignore the little details that I put out there. I have always said that if you enjoy a game, don't give a shit what's said online. Don't be a Marabot and be unhinged about Steam charts, and just play your game. Enjoy the game. As a Halo 4 player, I know I'm on the minority. I know it's dog shit to many people. I enjoyed it, except for the ending of the campaign. It pissed me the fuck off. But outside of that, I enjoyed the multiplayer too. And I know I'm in the minority. I'm not going to try to convince other people. I'm not going to be on I was never I never did Twitter back then anyways. But I wasn't like one of those people like, you're wrong. I just played the fucking game. And so that's my mindset. You could enjoy the shittiest fucking game possible. If you enjoy it, you enjoy it. There are people that love Morbius. Shitty fucking movie. But people love it. Right on. Enjoy it. Just don't write an article or, hate constantly on Twitter talking about, I can't believe Morbius failed because so-and-so made a Twitter post. Just watch your fucking movie and shut the fuck up. You like it? Why are you not watching it? That's a pet peeve of me. It's like, I've never seen more people, especially Marathon. I've seen a lot of people for other games, but Marathon takes the cake where I've seen more people talk and be, yo, what's up? What's up? What do you mean? We Morbin. We Morbin. Let's see. All right. Let's jump into it. What time is it? It is 10:32. We might be able to do the Call of Duty video as well. I might be able to squeeze one. This is going to be a shorter swim because we're swimming. stream because I yapped a lot for that one video. But I felt like it was, I felt like I was at the beginning very fair with the analysis because there's a lot of factors that you have, especially when you're competing against other video games and timing of shit. Because, I should have mentioned Titanfall too, because that was a perfect example of timing that shit down that throat. Still can't play Marathon on Linux for now. Oh yeah, I remember you mentioning that. That's why you don't play Marathon. I'm morbing out. Oh my God. All right. Let me start the recording. Well, talking about morbing out, there was some drama. And Marathon player count dropped below 1,000. That wasn't the drama. It sparks Destiny 2 nostalgia. There was, posts going on talking about how people, like even now, there's like people having a little bit of cope about Destiny 2. Listen, I get it. I felt the same way with of Halo recently. Like, man, I enjoyed the Halo campaign Evolved, even though I'm in the minority of that. But I was like reminiscent, like, man, I miss Halo, like being in its prime. So I get it. I guess I'm the reminiscent, the wanting to return to that. I get it. And honestly, if Destiny 2 continued from where it was now with the Monument of Triumph, it is such a good state with so many builds and it's so fun. It's stupid fun. And in every part of the game feels like it matters. And that's what it's always needed. And if they were somehow to fix the new player experience by bringing back the fucking Red War, if they were to bring that shit back, I feel like Destiny would have continued to pop the fuck off. They just needed they needed one more shot. They needed a Forsaken. Now, do I think they should ever return to Destiny 2? No. I'm going to say that because I know that was the thing popping up. People are like, let's go reopen Destiny 2. No. Let's not go back to Destiny 2. Let's do Destiny 3. However, do I think that Bungie could do it, even if they didn't fire half the team? No, I don't think the current Bungie could ever do a good Destiny 3. I don't. Now, if Sony pitched in and got other studios to support, like Activision did with Forsaken, then we're talking. Then I feel a little bit, okay. But on their own, no, I don't. They did Renegades. They did Edge of Fate. They done fucked up. And honestly, they did a bang up job with Monument of Triumph, but they were fixing the mistakes. They were making the crap that was already there better. It's just like Halo Studios doing a remake of, what was already made. You can't really praise what was already there that you just fixed. So as much as Monument of Triumph is fantastic, I don't think the current state of Bungie could ever do a Destiny 3 service. Unless Sony stepped in, and we all know that Sony has treated Destiny since purchase as a ugly stepchild that they wish they could just ignore until the moment they shut it down. And then they gave it all the sweet talkings, or when they also laid off all the Bungie team. Like, Bungie, Destiny was such amazing, but we're going to shit on your throat and kick you out the door. Thanks, Sony. That's the first time you talk positive about Destiny, and it's because you're firing everyone. Wow. Like wine testers, bring back Wrath, bring back 100K people. I don't think that's true. And the way Bungie was going, they said they literally gave every Destiny player the middle finger in regard to Wrath. I honestly think if Marathon had a campaign in the same vein as Halo 1, it would have sold millions of copies. I think the arts would have still been very divisive for people. I truly do. Even OG with Marathon with graphical remaster can be good. I need to play the OG. I'm going to be honest. Anyway, so we're reminiscing about Destiny and the classics, the old days. That was a thing. Polygon had posted, let's look at the Polygon thing first, and we'll get to the comment. Polygon had posted Destiny 2 slow, painful death removes a critical third space for gamers. Unfortunately, we don't have time to go through the article. Maybe I'll do like a short video going over it. I don't know. We'll see. This shit is hysterical. You got a decade of content. It's still playable, just getting not getting new updates. In no way was a unique third space that other game social platforms could not provide. I love that. Listen, I shit on Bungie and I shit in the direction that Destiny was going, but Destiny itself as a franchise, there is nothing. I love Warframe. Division is really cool. But there was not a damn game, even now, at this moment that we speak, that would ever compete with Destiny 2 Endgame. Not a damn game. Raids, the Rad team. If there was ever a team that I wish that they held on to, was the Rad team. The Rad team was, for me, the final nail in the coffin of believing that we'd ever get a Destiny 3. There's no shot you would ever kick out the endgame gods. Like dungeon, even just the dungeons. They said we can't do no raids anymore. At least dungeons. No other game could even compete to Destiny against dungeons. If we took raids out of the picture and say we're comparing everything to dungeons, Destiny would still kick the ass of every fucking game. Even Warframe. And I love Warframe, but nothing compares to dungeons and raids, obviously. But if I'm being fair and say dungeons. So the idea that, we can just easily replace it with something else. Waiting. Where is the replacement? We're waiting. Please do tell. Give me an activity that has 3 players that is in game, that's challenging, and then give me a 6-player activity that is also challenging. That is a first-person shooter and isn't World of Warcraft. And I think there's more people than 6 anyways. But give me something that isn't World of Warcraft. Give me a first-person shooter that's in the same vein as Destiny. And cue the waiting music. I don't have it on my soundboard. That would be something I should put in there. Do 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 do. Time's up. There's nothing. But does Twitter people know every live action game service closed eventually? We'll get to that in a minute. Okay, but can we agree that Destiny PvP is better than Marathon PvP? It is. Destiny PvP is better than Marathon PvP. Even at its worst, and I know Destiny has cheaters, but so is Marathon. Destiny PvP is superior, even though I am not a PvP god. Let's get that very clear. I'm a very average player. I've said it for generations. The only game that I slayed out that I was the pinnacle at was Halo 3, and that was in my high school days because I had no life the fuck out of that game. I'm Unk now. But I had the high ranking. I jizzed to Marathon. Not really, but, might as well. 100% better, and I don't even like Crucible. Yeah. Let's continue on. Anyways, so Polygon makes this article. And this person, Claire, which I'm assuming they're a Marathon fan? I don't know. Let's find out. Destiny players are so goddamn dramatic. Yes, we are. There are thousands of fantastic games out there with communities with open arms. You're not wrong. Warframe, hands open. Division, hands open. However, let's be honest. And I'm going to be honest. Destiny players have Stockholm Syndrome. Hi, 13K hours. I can admit that. Stockholm Syndrome. 13K hours. And I wasn't even a streamer for 90% of that. So, Stockholm Syndrome. But another thing is that even though their arms are open, Warframe will never replace Destiny. It's just not the same. And even though there are parts of the community where they're so insufferable, they're toxic positive, they fondle the balls of Bungie, and I think they help ruin the game. Ultimately, it was Bungie that ruined the game. Even though I have my qualms with those parts of the community, they're still part of the community. Like, I'll give you an example. I literally did a raid the other day with a bunch of dudes from Australia. And they were getting mad with each other, and you heard a lot of going on out there. A lot of that. Oh, I'm muting myself that way I don't get in trouble. But they'd be like, oh, and that's what you would hear constantly, and it was a fucking great time, even though it took a fucking hour to do the most simplest fucking shit. You're never going to get that experience in any other game. I have hung out with Indians. I have hung out with people from the UK. This was a social game before Bungie bastardized it. It was a social game at its heart. And you're not going to get that experience, man. You're just not. So as much as I agree with the concept, the statement itself is you're just not. It ain't it, Chief. It ain't it. First controversy. I'm proud of you, but damn, they jump in you. I'd low-key also be sad if my favorite game just died after a decade or something. So would I. I'd probably be a bit dramatic about it too. It's a valid reaction, but like calling it out shouldn't be this much of a crime, I don't think. I mean, you agree with everything that's said? Like, yeah, I get it. I would be dramatic too. My game just died. Okay. So you acknowledge that you're in the wrong. Like, two things can be true. You could be a dick, and then you could also be in the right. Which, by the way, I'm not gonna dog on them because I've been right and a dick at the same time. I do it all the fucking time. So I'm not gonna dog on them for that. But I do understand why people are pissed at them. If there were any that met half the needs this game filled, the player base would flock there. There aren't. Stop being obtuse. There absolutely are. The Destiny player base just does not play other games. It's like the most insular group of people I've ever encountered in the gaming sphere. You're right, but you're still wrong. Player is going to break the balance of raid anyways. This person, like, I can already tell that they're right, but they're wrong. Like, you're right. Destiny players are very insular. But you're wrong because you still haven't given another fucking game that can replace it. Hello? You have never seen WoW players then. I have. I used to play WoW too. I have a few friends who still play. Destiny players are still worse in this. You know the difference between World of Warcraft and Destiny? World of Warcraft still is getting service. Please don't compare it. You could still go back and play World of Warcraft and it's still getting updated. The more you know. None of them still fill the Destiny shape hole. You sound like an absolute loser, Claire. I'm just going to skip what they're replying and just let's see what they say. Bestie, when you play a game for literally half your lifespan and it just gets tossed in the garbage like it means nothing, let me know how that feels. Damn. However, there are none that quite fit the Destiny appeal. Warframe is good, but not the type of game I want. Last Descendant is not. I forgot. Can I just say I forgot about the Last Descendant? I enjoyed it, but like, I would rather play Warframe. If I'm gonna grind a game out, Warframe, man. Like, don't get me wrong. Last Descendant was great. I like their boss fights, but Warframe. Honestly, I've yet to find anything that scratches the same itch. Exactly. 70% of Marathon gamers were Destiny players, so what does that say about Marathon? I saw Division 3 talk earlier. That's the only thing that could replace D2, and Ubisoft is way worse than Bungie. You are right! Bungie and Ubisoft literally have a competition going on to see who's the shittiest studio. Literally competing against each other. But I would say the Division is fun, but it still ain't Destiny. It ain't Destiny. Let's just go figure. A game with a massive community has people who feel like a massive part of their life is gone. Your post is honestly dumb and completely lacks empathy. I feel like you're fishing for replies, honestly. Yet none compared to D2 rating. Thank you. I need a cheer soundboard too. We play other games, but the death of Destiny is a game tragedy. There is no comparative match to stuff like Last Wish, Salvation's Edge, Epic, Desert Perpetual. I hate that you did not mention. You talked about Last Wish, Salvation's Edge, and then fucking Desert Perpetual, but you didn't mention Vow the Disciple? What the fuck is wrong with you? I would have mentioned Vow Disciple over Edge of Salvation's Edge. The Witness sucks ass compared to the Rolk. Rolk was as a fucking aura, dude. What? By the way, got to play that recently. Such a good time farming that. Ugh. I've been farming every raid set I can for my Titan, just so I have a perfect set for every raid. So good, so good. I literally got drop kicked out, like it glitched, and I got flung across like the space. Again, you won't get shit like that anywhere else but Destiny. Those experiences, chef's kiss. You should first try to understand what makes Destiny special before making an argument how there's thousands of games like it out there. Based. Again, I need a clap sound effect so we can all clap together. Name a game like Destiny to me. You won't be able to, since there isn't anything like it. Really bad take. I'm sorry, but after 10 years of memories. By the way, I have not really seen any negative. I'm just seeing criticism and calling out. Most of these replies are fair, so I'm waiting for the insults. There was maybe one I thought. All I know is I'm just excited. Gears looks half-assed decent this year. I've never played Gears, so I will try it maybe eventually. I had to stop playing WoW once they put the base game behind glass. Taking pictures isn't theft. Base game used to come with a 3-month subscription card in it. I remember that because I bought it. My friend wanted me to play, and I remember I spawned in, I went and I clicked a couple buttons or tried to figure out how to play, and I died to a wolf. Or was it a bear? Either way, I died, and I never played again. That was my WoW experience. 70% of marathon players came from Destiny. 70% of marathon players are on console. No, what? No? That is not true. That is actually 70% is on, yes, from Destiny. 70% is PC. Like, it was like 14% was PlayStation and the rest was Xbox. It's actually not, like, people can think that it would be a PlayStation like banger. It doesn't even do well enough on PlayStation. Like, that's just not true. There might be thousands of games, but I still haven't found a single FPS that gets close to Destiny. But if you know one, I'd love to hear about it. Exactly. Once again, calling on Destiny players to just play WoW. Honestly, I only deleted D2 from my PS5 like a week ago because I needed space. I haven't gone back this entire month because PoW World has been fun. Based. Not based, they're like Destiny, like they're two different games, but you know, PoW World based. Destiny has always been a unique game in the way it feels and the way that the community interacts with itself. Yeah, we'll shit on each other, we'll attack each other, we'll be assholes to each other, but then we'll also have dick around and have a fucking banger of a time. You just not the same experience. There's no other community in the gaming sphere that feels quite like Destiny's, and I guarantee you cannot prove me wrong. It's more of a home than a game. Destiny is a way, it's a life. It's called Stockholm Syndrome, and we all have it. Oh, PC, yeah, I mixed that up, my bad. Who wants to play track shooter and console anyways? Dramatic? A little, but this sort of stuff can happen. So I'm curious because I saw posts where people were getting upset like about the replies. None of these seem over the top. So like, I don't understand this. Oomph, the first country, I'm proud, but damn, they jumping you. Like, most people are being fair in the replies. Anyways, we'll pull this up. And I just want to see, this is the replies that we have back. Destiny fans are crucifying me for daring to have an opinion on a game I played, enjoyed, and then stopped playing. I guess it's a thought crime to think Destiny 2 at all unless you have 3,000 hours in it. I don't understand playing the victim. Most of the comments that I have seen that we went through were people being actually very reasonable. And as someone who has said things that is shit on Bungie and called out ball fondlers and has gotten a wide reaction, you've got the most tamest comment section, because if you really like pissed off and got the toxic part of the community, you would know these are all pretty very, very fair reactions. They say essentially, we think you're wrong because X, Y, and Z. This is how I feel about it. X, Y, and Z. It's so weird that people play victim because people are actually rebuking your statement and not with just your stupid trash, insert whatever insult. They're actually like, here's a logical reason of why you're wrong or why I think you're wrong. Here's my opinion. I will say, aside from Ark, every other menu for extraction shooter on console is total garbage. I never played Ark Raiders on console, so I have no leg to run in. So your so-called opinion was just shitting on Destiny players for being sad their favorite game is dying. I stopped enjoying the game a while ago, but pretending that there's literally a single game that fits that niche is silly. Then there might be 2 or 3 games that each fill a part of that niche. You are not. So you're suggesting to replace Destiny that you buy multiple games, you invest time in multiple games to get some of the flavor of a game that had all the flavors together. You might be retarded. Oh. Guys, just buy 2 or 3 games. Just buy 2 or 3 games, guys. Just buy 2 or 3 games. It's also funny that you assume that no one was playing other games. When I criticize Bungie or the state of Destiny, that was the common go play in other games. I do. Like anytime someone brings up talk about playing other games, people assume that no one ever plays any other games. Now, that might be the case. There are some people that religiously only play one game, but that's kind of asinine to sit there and assume that every fucking one doesn't have, a 9-to-5 or an actual job. And actually, take that back. That would be a good reason to only play one game. Now that I think about it, but it's still asinine to think that people don't play other games. Like, I would never assume, because if anything, they might spend a shit ton of time playing mobile games, and those are popular. So my statement still stands, but the logic behind it, honestly, if you stick to one game because you only have time for one game, makes a lot of damn sense. It also goes to the credit of the fact that I don't want to play 2-3 fucking games to get the feeling of the one. And most people were invested into the one. Hello?
What am I supposed to do for you?
That exactly. I haven't touched a console in almost 10 years. Well, that's funny. You know what's funny? My PlayStation is right there, and my Xbox is on the floor. Now, you think that should be backwards? The only reason I play the PlayStation at all anymore is Black Ops 2. And I think I canceled my subscription to PS Plus or whatever. So I won't even have that. And the Xbox, like, why would I ever use the Xbox? I have PC. I can use Game Pass on PC. So it's like my Xbox is literally, and I'm not joking, it's on the floor. It is essentially a footstool. My cat sleeps on the Xbox. Victim complex. You kicked a hornet's nest and you're surprised the hornet stung you. It's not even the hornets. Like, they were just, bro, Wuthering Waves is peak. I am not investing time into an anime. Like, I'm not shitting on it, but I listen, I got Warframe. I'm good. Not surprised at all. Just disappointed, really. BO2 based, same here. It's so good. Like, I will not be buying the new, you know what, with side conversation. Let's get to the topic. ADD going off and like, ooh, squirrel. Again, I at first I thought maybe the Destiny community was being unhinged, but when you scroll, most of these people are not like being assholes. You were being an asshole for no reason. That's fair. Calling them saying, hey, why are you being an asshole? No worries. Apparently I'm a criminal. Like, okay, let's go to the next one. Xbox 360. Damn, that was a while ago. Didn't take long to have some transphobia aimed at me as well from this whole Destiny debacle. Sorry I called y'all dramatic. You've done a real bang up job proving me wrong. I hate this. We just went through a shit list of people. How many comments? There's no fucking way I'm going to pause this video. I'm going to pause this fucking video. I'm pausing the recording. There are 51 fucking... I'm going to see if we find a trans... and how many. I just, how many? Because I feel like it's such a woe is me when you get one fucking comment, and that somehow, that's like, that feels like the Scarrow 9 situation where like one person might have like some Nazi shit in the thing, and now everyone that's against you is a Nazi. Like, I don't have that comment saved. I wish I did. I can't believe that was a statement he made, because let's just, I don't want to read it. I want to see, where is the transphobic shit? Because we're making some bold claims. Where the fuck is it? Where be it? I could label it. Is there, how do you look on? I could just type it in and let it auto find it. I don't know what the button placement is. Opera GX quick word find. Let's see. I've been on Xbox. I've got Gears 3, 360, 100K game score. Dude, game score was the shit for me. The panic button, how it works, press instantly and mutes audio. That's not what I want. You can hide your browse. I don't want to hide anything. Hello? Find keywords. Control F. Okay. I'm typing this in just to see. Okay, so what was the accusation was transphobia. Okay, so no matches. How about tranny? Gay. I don't want to type this, but we're going to. I was about to say 193. Okay. Maybe it's on this post. Control F. No matches. Gay. All right, hold on. Let's test this out. Destiny. Okay. Confirmed. It does find things. Okay, Destiny. Gay. What are some other what are some other insults? I don't want to Google that. I just do not believe that it's pulling nothing. Nope. It didn't find any quick search. You got to be a really sad, miserable person to be bothered by people's sad internet. Is that really who you want to be? This is an asshole comment, but hey, it's whatever. Like, thousands, can't name one though. Base, true. Thousands doesn't name a singular one. That is a big thing. Like, you can't say something like that and not give like one example. I'm okay. That one's aggressive. There's no shot that they read all this. The fact that I'm struggling to find fucking anything. The fact that I struggled to find anything. I just don't believe it. There's just like, it's, I'm not seeing anything. Listen, cry victim for being called out. Listen, if it was me, I would ride it. Don't let it get to you. The moment you show like weakness or blood in the water, they're like sharks. You're done. You're over. You might as well just ring it in. You might as well go full balls deep into it. Like go full villain arc. Fuck it. Piss them off. Have a good time with it. Yeah, I didn't see anything that was like the whole, oh no, now people are being transphobic. Huh? Where is it going to be played 70 hours myself? Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. I don't see it. Your house just got destroyed, but there's a ton of other houses. It is a video game. We're comparing a house to a video game, but it's still fucking based. Angel proves how weak you are. That's something so puny you can't even find again because so much trouble for you. That's something so puny. I have no idea what you're talking about. Bro probably got one bad private message and got pissed that he had to vent. Oh, private messages. Oh, that's probably true. It's funny. I've never got a private message on Twitter, except maybe one time. But I don't understand how that's a problem with people. And yet none of them are Destiny 2. Are we seeing the problem yet? Base. Stop being dramatic over your pet dying. There are thousands of fantastic shelters out there for other animals. How dare someone be emotional about investing a decade into something on top of enjoying it as they grow with their girlfriend, the turned wife? Okay, that's going down a fucking tunnel. What the fuck? None of them are the community I love. It's okay not to understand something, yet with little playtime under your belt, 70 hours according. Listen. I said the same thing about Marathon. You can get a taste of Destiny you don't need to play 100 hours of Destiny to get the full taste. Now, in response to that, you do not need to play all of Destiny and spend 1,000 hours to either like it or enjoy it or have an opinion on it. However, you can't tell someone, yeah, you can replace this game with any other game if you haven't put enough time to actually know a decent chunk of it. That is the exception to the rule. You could say you don't enjoy it. You could say it has problems. You could say X, Y, and Z, but you can't go out there and be like, oh, you guys love Destiny? That's easy. I got 70 hours. This game's easy to replace. Go play other games. You don't have enough time to even say that. You're going to tell people 1,000 hours? Oh, it's so easy to find it. The funny thing is, if you tell you who have 70 hours, if you tell someone who has 1,000 hours that it is so easy to go find another game, do you think in any part of that time that they played the game and they spent those thousands of hours, do you think that they didn't try other games? Especially when the game itself had its moments where you're like, I fucking hate this game, or I hate Bungie, and you wanted to play something else, but then you're like, fuck, there's nothing else. I'm going back to Destiny. Hello? That's generally what happened. But again, just it proves that you don't know what you're talking about. So yes, this is, I think the statement that you have to spend 1,000 hours is ludicrous and stupid, except for one of these very rare exceptions where you actually need to know what the fuck you're talking about when you suggest that other people can just easily replace the game. I don't think so. I don't think so, Keith. I don't think so. That's one of those opinions that you kind of have to have a good plethora of hours to give an opinion on. The people I care about won't be there. Well, neither will Bungie. I know your house just burnt down and all you have are memories of the house, but there are so many other houses out there. Well, what? Listen, I'm going to be fair. People are being they're being dramatic, which is the Destiny community. I mean, I'm over dramatic. Go figure. Being dramatic and using examples that are way over the top because it's a fucking video game. However, this is a video game that has cultivated social interactions that have built bonds with people who have made friends and had girlfriends and boyfriends and kids in the process. Hell, I went through college. I went through high school in Destiny 1 into, college. Like I went my whole career building my career playing Destiny, which is why I was more pissed off at Bungie watching the studio that I love, Sudoku itself. And I know I'm saying that wrong, but I've always said that wrong. It's just, you just can't replace it. You just can't. You can't replace it. And it's reasonable. Like we skim through all these comments and all these comments, majority are reasonable. Like people aren't being over the top. Although I disagree with the framing, as a general, I agree Destiny players are super adverse to trying out the games, and you're not wrong. Again, but I think there's an argument to be made. We made it accidentally earlier. Some people have lives, they have kids, and Destiny takes a shit lot of time to invest in. Some people only have time for one game. That's why some people only play Call of Duty or Fortnite or Halo or WoW or League of Legends or CSGO. There's some people that invest into one singular game and that's it. And why did I pause this fucking thing? God damn it. I paused the recording somehow, but whatever. Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe that we cut some of the fat of this video. But the premise is that you're not going to replace Destiny. All people are expressing the disappointment because it's not just a game, even though, yes, it is a game. It built a social interaction. Hell, even though that it's not just one community. I mean, it's one community, but there's multiple pockets, like I went through 3 different clans. And within that community, there are moments that you probably wouldn't get in any other games. You are all rightfully clowning on this person, but I feel generally bad for them. The fact that they can't comprehend the pain Destiny players are feeling tells me they've never had a third space or been a part of a tight-knit community, therefore also can't relate to losing that. I literally played D2 every day from 2019. Like I said, I played Destiny 1 from high school all the way through college. That was my career game. And then all the way through from my early high school, it was Halo 3 and Reach. Then Halo 4. Then Halo 5 made me so sad. But then Black Ops 2. There was, man, more I talk about, the more I miss the back in the early 2000s. Shit was good back then. We didn't understand how good shit. We bitched about having to buy map packs. I want to go back. Fuck. Anyways, reminiscent. Thousands of games out there. Look in the comment. No games. And that. I think if this person came from a reasonable, sincere position, I think people would not be so aggressive with them. And when we say aggressive, most of these comments are tame. There's some people calling them an asshole or yada yada. But hey, if you feel like someone's being an asshole and you're an asshole back, it's fair game. I'm an asshole to everyone that's an asshole to me. I'm the last person to be a hypocrite and say, yeah, don't be an asshole. I'm an asshole to assholes. Don't let anyone tell you you're being dramatic. It's really that deep. If anything, I've learned over the 5 years, gaming isn't looked as an art. It's looked as a business. Can we stop calling it's not a fucking art? Gaming is a hobby that is supposed to be fun. I don't give a shit about art. I can enjoy the art, but it is a product for me to consume and enjoy. It brings pleasure to me. Enjoyment. It is entertainment. I don't give a shit about this. People, they make art. No, you make a game because it's fucking fun. The reason, like the perfect example is you people are playing shitty looking games from the past and having an excellent time because they're fucking fun. Like this whole concept and this over focus on graphics and everything needs to be an art piece. Who the fuck cares about that? Though, let's be honest, Destiny has some beautiful skyboxes. But you can even say Destiny, like at some parts, was low quality compared to some other games. Like it didn't look like Unreal, but who the fuck care when you're having fun? Sweetie, respectfully, you have no more lines to speak in this fucking play. Okie dokie. Yeah, I mean, 70 hours, you can't be like, I got 70 hours and yeah. This is the one exception to the rule. The one singular. Any other game, you could play the game and even within the first 30 minutes and be like, you know, if it's good or bad or you have an opinion on it. But you can't go and tell an entire community, guys, it's easy to replace your home. I was spent only 70 hours while you spent thousands of hours in it. That's easy to replace. No, you can't tell that to someone that probably spent thousands of hours trying to find other games to play or did try other games. And Destiny was the one that had them by the balls, or they only had time to play because, you know, they have a fucking life every single time. I'm saying this as a D2 player who plays and enjoys other great MMOs. There's nothing out there that quite like Destiny was at its peak. Yeah, I mean, choose your pick. Even I will even go as far. I know this is maybe a little sus take. I know it might be sus, but even if you take Root of Nightmare, you're not going to find anything even at its quality. I know that's listen, Planets is fun. Maybe the only saving grace of that raid. But like, you're not going to find any other game that even does at the minimum of what Root of Nightmares does. I know that might be a little sus take for some people. I don't like Root of Nightmares except for Planets. But outside of that, nothing's even comparing to that. That's a low bar. There isn't a single player like Destiny not even game. Oh my God, even a Maribot agrees. That's crazy. Yeah. So as you can see, I don't see it. And they're playing victim like, yo, you just admit like, oh shit, I'm wrong. Fuck, my bad. Or you say fuck it and full send. Don't play a victim. Like, what the fuck? And then make up this whole transphobia bullshit, which maybe they got private messages, but like, really? Only one guy uses a slur. Look, guys, you're all dramatic and all transphobe. That's how it always is. Always the people look at the one comment, or it's always the one dude. You represent everyone. This one person discounts everyone's opinion, even if it's fair and based. Fuck you. I don't know why I have an accent or attempt at accent. I don't know. We got It's Tizzle. Well, let's see what the Maddox quote is. People who have spent a decade in one of the most tight-knit gaming communities struggling to find the same energy elsewhere is such a weird thing to be bothered by. That's also a fair thing. Like, why are you going out of your way to be like, I'm offended that the Destiny community can't find another game? I'm offended. Why are you so goddamn dramatic?
Why are you, that's the biggest thing. You are upset that people are upset. You are bothered that people are bothered. Okay. That's a hill you could die on. Okay. Thing is, people likely aren't going to find it. It happened really naturally with Destiny 2, but there were so many factors leading to that. Your age, gaming space at the time. And yeah, a lot of, and you got to think there was a chunk of people that followed Bungie from Halo all the way into Destiny 1. And then, there were up and downs, but then to me, honestly, the Taken King Destiny at its prime, I mean, that was the whole goddamn package, baby. That was like Deadpool and seeing Henry Cavill as the Wolverine. That was the whole damn package, grabbing you by the balls. That was the Taken King with like, damn, this is that, like, you want to experience, you're not going to get that anywhere else. Story, raid, side quest, the whole 9 yards. And then we went to Rise Iron. Campaign was in, but the strikes were amazing. The guns were amazing. The raid premium. Yeah, you're not going to get that anywhere else. And people followed Destiny 2 and committed to Destiny 2 because, Bungie had built all this goodwill. And yes, the goodwill was definitely tested and beaten and abused through many, many years, which is why many of the Destiny players, including myself, have had Stockholm Syndrome. And it was very, very hard to walk away. The entire gaming community is coming after you. What was this, Calico? I hate to be the guy, but these Marathon players made it like this. When Marathon blows up, like literally blowing up because it's going out of business, y'all better just leave the social media platform because the entirety of Destiny and gaming community coming for you. That's an interesting take because 70% is Destiny, or was. I don't know. Like they lost 96% of their player Marathon. Most of the Destiny players said, "Fuck you, I'm out." I mean, honestly, yeah. Bungie burnt, like Sony burnt a lot of ships when they said fuck Destiny, and Destiny players are like, well, I supported your game, fuck you, and now I'm going to see that your ship fucking burns. So he's not wrong. They're not wrong. The entire gaming community is coming after you. Born on the cob, bro. Holy shit. What is he wrong? Marathon's community doesn't go after Yeah, I'm sure that there's not any Marathon players posting, reposting people who are talking about Steam numbers or charts and having an aneurysm like, oh my God, they keep... when people first came out with the Concordian timeline image, I think I saw people have mental breakdowns, like live, like you could have just seen it. There's no fucking way you could say that with a straight face. No, they didn't go after anyone. Yes, so let's not act like some of your top Maribot accounts aren't out there, Mr. Old Greg, talking about how Astacross destroyed his career, or people are likening Astacross to a right winger because he reacted to Christopher Barrett and then someone else like Grums based on the one singular topic, and it was one fucking tweet, but because he reacted to that one singular comment, Astacross is now a Nazi. Holy shit. Yeah. Woo! Or the fact that every time Paul Tassi mentions anything Marathon, everyone goes for his fucking throat. Let's not act like Maribot totally doesn't go after anyone. Maribots are just you know what? Maribots are such a kind, and they love their own. They're great with each other. In fact, they don't ever disagree, and when they don't disagree, they talk it out. They work it out. They don't try to slit each other's throats. I'm telling you, these people are, there's something special. That's it. That's all we'll say. Hello. Oh, did Jay Slat said something? I put this in here just because we're reminiscing Destiny, and Jay Slat said something, so I'm interested to see what he said.
Schlatt, this is my cat Blitz. He's in my room.
Oh,
So
see,
this is my
that's a
bedroom.
nice cat.
Got a speed run through it. Destiny 2 shrine, all the raid rings and whatnot.
Jesus
Anniversary
Christ.
ring, one
I have two of them.
Okay.
The sick.
Sorry about Destiny, by the way.
Damn.
Really tough time to be a Destiny fan at the moment.
Along with a bunch of collectors.
Damn.
Yes, Funko Pops. They're like $5.
Hey, the Funko might be on sale too soon.
Wait, can I get my glowing Crota? Fuck, I need to get a glowing Crota. I have Gaul, I have Oryx, I need my glowing Crota. Is there Cade? I would like to get a Cade. I know, side fucking ADD. Anyways.
Because they're going under 2.
And then my favorite of all, Chiefs Commendation Award for Courage and Bravery.
What does that have to do with anything?
Stop the shooter.
What the fuck?
Okay, just casually.
You see, that's the difference between Destiny fans and Marathon fans. Destiny fans actually have, a certificate for stopping actual shooters, where Marathon might actually beat them. Oh, I didn't know. Think about that joke. I'm sorry. That was a little darker than I thought it was going to be. Sometimes I need to filter what I say. Oh, no. Oh, no. That was a lot darker than I thought it was going to be now that it came out of my fucking mouth. Yep, let me just put my foot in my own mouth. That was a comment that was made. Anyways, this whole thing started nostalgia bit, like with the article, nostalgia about they betted on the wrong horse, which I think that's the right case. But like, you can't. This person showcases one important factor: the Destiny. No matter how like insufferable and toxic, and sometimes you just like, why do you fondle the taint of Bungie? The Destiny community is like glue. You rip and you slap and but you're stuck together for better or worse. And you're just hell yeah, that was shut up. Not your favorite. The Destiny community, like, you just listen, you're just not. You are not gonna be able to load up and have. What was another raid experience that I can use as an example? Oh, no. I already said the Indians. That was an interesting one. You know what? Fuck it. I'll talk about it. My old clan. We LFG'd the day one Oryx take the King's Fall day one. We had this Indian guy. I forgot what his name is. We're doing War Priest. We're half over. We're doing the final phase, and before the final phase, this dude, like, he's top DPS. Like, this Indian guy, I don't know what he was cracked. He goes behind the War Priest looking for fucking ammo and dies to the War Priest, and we wipe. That is a moment that both pisses you off, but is fucking funny, because it's like the most stupidest, retarded thing that you see in that moment. Like, what the fuck are you thinking? But it's funny now. It's funny. You don't get those kind of moments in any other first-person shooter game. You just don't. You don't get that in Warframe. You die in Warframe, okay, just res, keep going. But like, high intensity, end game, multiplayer, like team co-op, you're just not getting the same energy. You're not getting it. And it does suck that we probably will never have that experience again unless someone cracks the source code and brute forces where everyone can play in their own custom Destiny 2 lobbies, and we bring back day ones. What a day that will be if that ever happens. But the moral of the story is that you don't go into someone's neighborhood and tell them that you guys can move. Sorry, your neighborhood looks like shit. You can move at any time. It's not the like what? Huh? Bitch, I live here. Why would I want to go somewhere else? I know my neighbors. We're cool. Fat Tony? Fuck that dude. He's still my neighbor. I'd rather have fucking Fat Tony than the dildo looking dude down the, over there by the Maribot Lane. Like, fuck that guy. Right? Anyways, we're starting to get to the tail end of just yapping to yap. So I'm going to end there. Let me know what you think. Again, I feel like this person is they're being over dramatic. They're playing victim. And they got called out, and most of the call outs are fair. There's some assholes in here for sure, but most of these are fair. Sometimes you just got to admit, like, you know what? I'm wrong. I'm out. Peace. You stepped on a landmine. You didn't know what you were talking about that moment. I don't think you played Still Path yet. That shit makes a man out of you unless you're built up. I'm built up. Listen, I only play Still Path. Don't get me wrong, it can be a challenge, but Warframe has the power fantasy to the extreme. Still Path, you cannot compare Still Path of Warframe to Grandmaster or Day 1 raids. I said Grandmaster mode level content, or even to Day 1. Like doing even just a Grandmaster Nightfall will kick your ass. Well, maybe not necessarily now. There's so many really good builds. Will still be more of a ass kicker than Still Path. But both are in the same position where if you have a really good build, you could kick both the content's ass. But I feel like the power fantasy is more extreme in Warframe world, whereas Destiny, there is a little bit more limitations. Like you can shield gate in Warframe. You cannot do that in Destiny. And for the Destiny players that never played Warframe, they have no fucking idea what the fuck shield gating is. It's a moment of invincibility that you can abuse. Invincibility doesn't exist in Destiny, like in its true natural form. You can do combos and shit that make you feel invincible, but like you can still like get one shot, even with max resilient, like resistance and all the other, frost armor. You're blocking with well, maybe not strongholds. Man, I don't know. I never tried getting blown up by a shank while using strongholds. But you are essentially tanky. You could still get blown up and just be like, oh well, fuck me. So it's not the same. Not to shit on Warframe. Love Warframe, but there are clear differences, which is why. And I play both very, not one more religiously the other 13 hours versus like 3,000 hours or 2,000 hours. Well, I don't remember how many hours, but I played enough of Warframe. Legendary 1, by the way. Legendary 1 ranking. Yeah, you're just not going to find the replacement for Destiny. You're just not. And anyone that tries to tell Destiny players, get over it. Fuck you. That's it. I'll see you next one. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. As always, I'll see you guys in the next video. As always, I said that like 3 times. Anyways, game out. Bye-bye. I'm tired. I'm tired. What time is it? Oh, it's 11:32. Damn. I wanted to react to the GTA shit because it's kind of funny. Fuck. All right, let's see. Oh, I have to edit a video. Fuck me. You know what? I'm going to release this last video and I'm going to do an intro and then the outro. And then tomorrow I'll do editing. We probably won't stream tomorrow because it's Wednesday. And then I'm just, yeah. If I do stream, it's going to be just like this where it's short and sweet. It's just going to be short and sweet. But yeah, I appreciate you guys hanging out. chilling, having a good time on Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter. Hope you have a good one. I don't mind. Like I said, I casually stream. Maybe I should put a little bit more effort into it. We'll see. How many hours? How long was it? Like an hour? No, 2 hours. So we streamed for 2 hours. If I could just do 2 hour streams a day, maybe we'll be consistent. But when you work a full-time fucking job and you work with kids, if I want to do anything, it's playing video games or watching Netflix or whatever and just chilling out. And that's kind of where I'm at. Who needs kids when you work with them all day? I'm joking. I would love to have a kid. Short stream tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see. I do want to play. I do play video games. I played a little bit before streaming because I was like, my comfort thing to do is take my pants off, get ready to make dinner, turn on the tube, put on the loop. No, I'm joking. And just play video game, right? Just sit and play a video game. Just mindlessly, just I'm a vegetable when I come in after work. The weekdays is the hardest. The weekends is hard when I sleep in like a lazy bastard. I've already fucked up my sleep schedule because I usually go to bed at 10, wake up by like 5 o'clock in the morning, and that's not happening tonight because I gotta edit after this and make a thumbnail, and my ass is not going to bed till like what, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, because I'm really good at doing the streaming stuff. Yeah, I would love to talk about GTA. If I do, it'll be tomorrow. By the way, we got like over 100 fucking subscribers from that one GTA video. Like, damn. I called out the corpo bullshit, and people are like, fuck yeah, we love this guy. And I'm like, great. Finally, people realize that my shtick is fuck the corpo greed. It has been like that for fucking years. But granted, I've only been playing Destiny. I also had like a video where it called out Nintendo greed, and that popped off too. Like, damn. I'm so excited to see the little Netflix trailer for GTA. You know what? I'm okay with not reacting because we keep getting new stuff for the GTA leaks. I'm interested to see what we get, but I do have a video to kind of like pop off a little bit with that. I'm going to close this down. There was also something else. There was like a Destiny video I wanted to react. You know what? Maybe we'll stream tomorrow. What I need to do is I need to bite the bullet tomorrow. I know this is a side bitch, just completely irrelevant, has nothing to fucking do with you. This is a side bitch. I'm about to give you a side bitch that has no value whatsoever to you. Just letting you know. I've been turning off my AC at night, and when I go to work, because they're like, I guess there's data centers being built around me. And so, by the way, I like AI. I don't like data centers. I don't mind AI being used for like tool assist, but what they're being used for now for like the data centers is not that. Like, this isn't like fucking Gemini. This is like bullshit. Either that or they're greedy fucking city people. I don't know. They always give you a reason like, we're going to increase the infrastructure of our electricity area, blah, 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 bullshit. Anyways, completely irrelevant to you. Prices are going up. I can afford it. But my fucking electricity was like three fucking $100 bill. And it's usually like, at its worst, like 120. It was freaking bad. Again, I can afford it, but if I could keep the extra like $100 so and use it for other shit, I'd rather do that. So I turn all my shit off except for the computers. Like, I just let it run, like, whatever. But I turn all the lights, I turn the AC at night, and then when I go to work, I keep it all off. Come back, it's like 83 degrees. I don't want to do shit when it's that hot. So I might have to bite the bullet and let the AC run if I want to stream as soon as I can. and just go into it. I know it has nothing to fucking do with you. It's just a complete side bitch. No value to you, but it's just a side bitch, which is why we call it a side bitch. No value to you whatsoever. I'm brutally honest. Just putting it out there. If you want to know why I don't consistently stream, that's one reason. The other reason, outside of doing my job like I'm supposed to, and I do it really well, I'm a lazy bastard. Well, I take that back. I also do go for walks and actually exercise after I eat. But outside of that, I'm a lazy bastard. Sometimes I want to take my pants off, play video games, not give a shit. The luxury of being a bachelor. I'm enjoying it now because one day I'll have a kid and a wife and I can't be a lazy bastard. I'm going to, work myself to death. But it'll be worth it. Anyways, that's how we're ending the stream. Me just giving little sidebars. I thank you guys. You're awesome. You have yourself a good one. Again, I didn't do music this time because I'm hoping that it makes editing easier until I figure out why every time I talk, the music dips down. The new computer and settings different. Anyways, I could turn the music on now and leave you to it, right? We're not recording. And yeah, you guys have a good one. A great night or evening, wherever you are. There's people across the world watching, so I appreciate you. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Bye. If you also like, comment, subscribe. If you haven't done that, do that. Do that. If you're on Twitch or Twitter, go to the channel and like that shit and subscribe. I'm really bad at telling people to do. That's why we do the automated version. But yeah, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.